Okay. I had. No, I accept my orders.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today here at Levittown Public Library's Stretch Fusion with Debbie. It is Thursday, June 8th, approximately 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie.
All right, thank you very much. All right, everyone, and welcome you all today. Those of the diehards who came into the library with this crazy air quality and the weather. And those of you, it seems like we have a lot of people in Zoom, so welcome as well. So we're going to pretty much do the same kind of things that we did, maybe little variations along the way. So we're going to start out in our standing position. And we're going to take it into a little bit of coordination and balance as our warm up. So you're going to bring your right leg out to the side, chair if you need it for any kind of balance. You're going to bring your arms in front like you're hugging a huge tree. You're going to be lifting that right leg as you bring that left arm out to the side. We're going to go 8 times on each side. So here we go. Lift with control, bringing it up for 1, taking it down, and 2. We're trying so much not to let the body wobble side to side. Here's 3, if you can, and 4. Taking it for 5, and 6. 2 more. Here's 7. And 8. So now you're going to bring that right leg in front. So now that knee is going to lift as the left arm comes down to tap that left leg. So here we go, bringing it up for 1, and take it down, and 2. But every time the knee comes up, bring that belly button in, and 3. So you're working your core muscles a little bit. Here's 4. Taking it for 5, and 6. 2 more coming up. Here's 7. And 8. Good. So we're going to shift our weight to the other side, bringing that left leg out. So now it'll be the left leg and the right arm, same thing that we just did. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to kick my chair. Here we go, taking it out to the side for 1, and then take it down, and 2. Here's 3, something we should be practicing all the time, and 4. Here's 5, and 6. 2 more. 7, and 8. So now bring that left leg in the front, lifting the left, dropping the right. Here we go, taking it for 1, and 2. Good. So that left hand just stay still. 3, if you can. Here's 4, and that's 5. Here's 6. 2 more, and 7, and 8. All right. So later on, when we do have a seat, we're going to mix it up. It's a little bit maybe safer seated. So we're going to try to alternate those moves that we just did. So keep them in the back of your mind. So we're going to take it to a little bit more of warming up the joints. We're going to do some arm circles. So the arms are forward, and make the circles as big as you safely can. If you have shoulder issues, then your circles will be smaller. If you have no issues, make them as big as you can. So we're going to take those circles forward, reach them up like you can go to the sky, reach them back. We're so stretching with those circles, and bring it around for 2, and around, and 3, and around for 4. That good morning stretch here. And that's 5, and 6. We're going to go for 2 more in this direction. Here's 7, and 8. So now you're going to reverse the direction. So take it back and around for 1, and 2. Here's 3, and 4. Taking it for 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and bringing the arms down. So we are just going to slowly lift the ears, lift the shoulders up to the ears. It'd be nice. So we're going to lift the ears up. Although my niece can wiggle her ears, I can't. All right. So shoulders come all the way up, and then just come straight down. Imagine you could touch the floor with the fingers. We're lengthening. Bring the shoulders up again. We're only going to do this 4 times, and reach down towards the floor. Taking it up for 3, and take it down. 1 more, up for 4, and take it down. All right, so we're gonna take it into a little bit of hip openers, chairs there. If you need it, maybe hold on to it. So you're gonna take that right knee and we're just gonna make circles. Imagine you have a pencil in your knee and you're just gonna make some circles. So bring that right knee over to the left and circle it around for 1. We're going for 5 and 2, but as big as you safely can, and 3. Mindful if you have hip issues, and 4, do what you know is good for you, and 5, reverse it. Now take it outwards and around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. Good, switch to the other side. So bring your knee crossing over and around for 1 and 2 and 3. Good, we want to get a nice stretch there, and 4, 1 more, and 5. Now change the direction and around for 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 more, and 5. All right, so we're going to work on a little bit of balance. So I'm going to place the right foot, we're all going to place the right foot in front of the left, heel to toe, like you are on a tightrope. Again, your chair's there if you need it. Try to really challenge your balance. So slightly lean forward, lift your back heel up. And then just rock it back a little bit, lift the front toes up. And again, take it forward with the back heel coming up. Take it back with the front toes up. 2 more like this, rock it forward, rock the boat, back heel up. Rock it back, toes up. Last time, rock it forward, back heel comes up. Take it back, front toes up. And lower the foot, keep them on your tightrope. So now we're going to change it a little bit. You're going to actually pick up that right foot and put it behind the left. So take it back. So we're kind of rocking and then put it back in front. Good. Taking it back for 2 and in front. So a little more movement than the other way. Take it back for 3 and in front. 1 more like this. Take it back for 4. And in front. Now keep that foot there. We have 1 more thing that we're going to do. Think of where the placement is, the numbers on a clock. And we're going to take 6 taps to get that right foot behind the left. So taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bring your feet parallel. Good, so let's try that on the other side. So you're going to take the left foot in front of the right, heel to toe, slight gap in between the 2 so you don't catch 1 foot on the other, and rock your boat. So taking it forward, back heel comes up, take it back, front toes up, and forward, back heel up, and back, front toes up, 2 more coming up. Take it forward, the back heel is up. Take it back, front toes up, last one, and it's forward, back heel up. Take it back, front toes up, lower the front toes, stay on your tightrope, and now you're going to actually pick up the foot and put it behind. A little more movement here, and now put it back in front. Take it behind again, and in front. 2 more times, take it behind. And in front, 1 more time, take it behind and in front, but stay here. Now you're going to tap your foot again where the position of the numbers would be on a clock 6 times. So here we go, taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can bring your feet parallel. All right, so we may do another balancing a little bit later on, but we're moving on. We're going to take it into some little bit of motion, bringing the arms up front as we slightly sit into our imaginary chair, not too low. Think of it a cross between doing a squat and a yoga pose called the chair. So you're going to be raising your arms up as you slightly bend the knees, slightly bend the hips. Notice I'm not going too far. So we just go to the distance that is good for you, barring any knee issues. So you're just gonna raise your arms forward as you just sit back a little bit. And then come all the way up, pull in the abs. Every time you go down, take it down. And bring it up. We're gonna go for 5, take it down for 3. And bring it up 2 more. And here's 4. And up last one. And here's 5. And bring it back. So from here, you're just gonna lift your heels up a little bit. You don't have to go way up, but as you slightly lift the heels up, press the arms back. So here we go, press and come down. Press for 2 and down. So you're just kind of rocking forward a little bit. Press for 3, taking it down 2 more, press for 4 and down. Last one, press for 5 and bring it down. So we're going to combine those 2 movements, taking it down and up with our press. So here we go, slowly taking it down, reach the arms forward, come back up, press it back, and take it down for 2, and come up, press it back, take it down for 3, and up with a press. Here's 4, and bring it up. 1 more, taking it for 5, and up, and bringing the arms down. All right, so we're going to change our movements a little bit. We're going to take a nice wider stance with a turnout a little bit. And we're just going to slightly come down. You don't have to go high. The arms are going to come out to the sides this time. And again, they can come here or all the way. Don't come above your shoulders though. And taking that little mini plie squat. So taking it down and bring it up. I'm going to add a little breathing to this. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more times. Inhale down. Exhale up. 1 more time. Inhale down. And exhale up. So from here, we're going to do some alternating side bends, and then we're going to end up putting the 2 movements together. So we are going to raise up that right hand over to the left. Now, if that's a problem, you can also just lean to one side and lean to the other side. You don't have to bring your arms up at all. So we're going to start with the right arm coming up. We're going to lean to the left. So bringing it all the way up, right arm over to the left. And now take it over to the right. And bring yourself over to the left. And over to the right. And again, bring it over. And other side. And taking it over towards the windows. And over towards the clock. 1 more each side, over. And over. And bringing the arms down. So we're going to put that together where we're going to take it in this position. So we're going to take it down and up to the left, to the right. So here we go. We're only going to do 3 sets of those. So take it down, bring the arms to wherever is good for you. Come back up, bend over to the left, bend over to your right. And same thing, taking it down, bring it up, bend to the left, bend to the right. 1 more set, taking it down and up to the left and to the right and bringing the arms down. All right, so we are going to take it into a little bit of a hip opener. So from here, you're just going to imagine you're kind of crushing a bug or stamping at a cigarette, but shouldn't be smoking. All right, so you're just going to open your hip and then bring it back. We're going to escalate that to actually picking it up and back. So we're going to go for 4 just like this, and then 4 opening and coming back together. So here we go, open that knee out to the right and center, and 2, and center, and 3, and center, 1 more, and 4, and center. Now we're going to actually pick it up. If that's a problem, do what we just did. So bring it out to the side and front, and 2, and 2 more. Here's 3, and last one, and 4, and back to the start. Good. Do the same thing on the other side. So again, just swivel open and together. Here's 2. Taking it for 3. And 4. Now pick it up if that works for you. Taking it to the side and center. Here's 2. And center. And 3. And center. And 4. And center. And bring those feet parallel. Right, so we're going to take it into a nice wide stance. The legs are going to stay straight. Now you have the option to reach to the top of your chair or reach to the seat of the chair. So the arms are out to the side, and we're just going to keep the legs straight. You're going to take a side bend over to the left, either reaching to the top of the chair or to the side, to the seat of the chair, looking up to the hand at the sky, or just looking up to the sky. And bringing yourself back up, arms come down. We're going to do the similar thing, but now you're going to bend that left leg so that the knee is directly over the ankle. We don't want to overshoot it, but the other leg is straight. So we're going to do the exact same thing in this slightly bent position. If this is not good for you, then straighten out both legs and do what you just did. So arms wherever is good for you, either to the top of the chair or the seat of the chair. Taking it over, looking up towards the sky, towards the hand that's up towards the ceiling or just up to the ceiling. Holding that position, feel that stretch in the side of the body. And come all the way back up, arms down, straighten out the legs. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So either come to the other side of your chair. I'm going to do it to not my imaginary chair. I'm not going to pick up the chair and move it. So now the arms are out to the side again. You're going to take it to the right, reaching for the top of your chair on the right, or to the seat of the chair, looking up towards the sky. And bringing yourself all the way back up. And bringing the arms down, taking a slight now bend so that that knee is directly over the ankle. We're not overshooting it. And bringing the arms back out, and now taking it again to the chair. Reaching all the way up. And taking it all the way back up. And straightening out that leg. So we're going to stretch out the front of the thigh into the hip area. I'm just going to turn my chair. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing, but you may have to step behind your chair. You don't have to put the chair on the side. So you're going to step back with your right leg as far as you can. Feeling that little bit of a stretch in the front of the thigh into the hip. And you're just going to push the hip forward, but don't lean back or feel it in your lower back. This might be enough of a stretch for you. Stay here if this is. If you are more flexible and want a deeper stretch and you have no knee issues, lower that knee slightly down towards the ground. The other knee's bending slightly too, but you should feel this stretch deepen a little bit. Most of the weight should be evenly distributed between your two legs. So hold that position. Ideally, we should be holding all of our stretches 30 to 60 seconds. So now you're going to straighten out both legs. Don't lock your knees. And now you're going to lower the heel of the leg that is behind. Feeling the stretch in the calf, body's still up nice and tall if you can. And then you're going to fold the body in half, hinging at the hips, leaning forward, keep your back flat. You're going to feel the stretch in the back of your front leg. Feeling it in the calf and the thigh. And gently bring yourself back up. You're going to switch the position of your leg. So bring the other leg behind. Step out fairly wide. Legs are fairly straight. Push that back leg, the hip of the back leg, push it forward. And if you have no knee issues and you want a deeper stretch, you can dip that back knee down a little bit, still pressing your hip forward. Holding that position a little bit. And then straighten both legs, lower the back heel. Feel that stretch in the calf. Then you're going to hinge at the hips. Keep your back fairly flat. As you're leaning forward, you're going to notice the back of the thigh, the back, the calf of the front leg, feeling that stretch. And slowly bringing yourself back up. Stretching out that back of the leg. So we're going to bring our arms in a little circle, starting forward. Your palms are facing your side. As we come around, you're going to bring your arms behind your body and either just reach to the floor, proud chest. If you are able to interlace the fingers and press down, but don't lock out the elbows. So we're going to do that and hold that for a count of 8. And then we're going to release and then do it again. So your palms are facing the body, just bringing the arms slightly forward and then bring them back behind you. Reach to the floor, hold the position. If you're able to interlace the fingers without causing harm, then do so. Otherwise, just reach to the floor and hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax the neck. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and relax. We're going to do that one more time. Now, by locking the elbows, I mean, don't do anything like this. You never want to snap any joints. People tend to do that specifically with the elbows and the knees, so we don't want to do that. So palms are facing the body again. We're going to do that again. Slowly inhale as you're bringing the arms forward. Exhale as you bring them back. Now just breathe normally. We don't want to hold the breath. Get your arms into whatever position is good for you, reaching towards the floor for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, so we're going to have a seat. We are going to do a little bit of that coordination that we did standing, but we're going to put it all together. It's a little safer while you're seated. A lot of times in class, I do that holding a small ball or a small object where we're actually passing the ball from hand to hand. It just adds a little bit to the brain thinking and the coordination and the dexterity in feeling that. So what we're going to do is, remember, we are hugging the tree in front, and we were bringing the left arm out as that right leg came out. So we are going to take it to the side. It's going to be side, side, and then front and front. I'm going to slow that down, but we're going to have a little fun with that and continue the body moving, working your core. So here we go, starting with that left hand, right leg, taking it to the side and to the side and the front and again to the side. So only one arm moves at a time, and side, one leg at a time, to the front, and take it to the side and front. 2 more sets, to the side and the front. Here's our final set, to the side and front. All right. So good ways to get that mind-body connection, having the legs and the arms doing something in opposite. I really think my piano playing helped with that, because your left hand was always doing something than the right hand, and legs were moving, hitting the pedals and stuff. You were driving stick shift. All challenges your coordination. Okay, so we are going to take it to some heel lifts, lifting up. We're going to add the arms to that eventually. So you're going to lift the heels up and give it a good squeeze when you lift them up. And we're going to go for 5 times. And then after that, I'm going to add some arm movements. We've done these before. The arm movements can either be reaching towards the floor when the heels get up, reaching to the sides, or reaching up towards the sky. All right. So we're going to just now start with lifting the heels up. So bring your heels all the way up with a squeeze and lower them down. Bringing them up for 2. Hold it there. Squeeze. Taking it down. 3 more. Taking it up for 3 and down. 2 more coming up. Taking it up for 4 and down. 1 more and 5 and down, adding the heels with the arms. So reach whichever way is best for you. Reaching it, lift the heels, bring the elbows in. Reaching for 2 and bring it in. Here's 3 and in 2 more, bringing it up for 4 and in last time and 5 and in. So we're going to do a little bit of some leg extensions. Now, when we extend it, I don't want you to snap. We're not doing kickboxing. We're just going to stretch out the legs. So whether you hold it here or bring it up higher, we're just going to extend the leg out straight and bend it. We're going to go for 5 times like that. If holding the leg up is a problem, you can sit farther back in your chair and then just reach the leg out straight and bend it as well. So you don't have to hold anything up. All right, so do the best that you can, get into the position that is good for you, and just extend that leg out and then bend. Good, extend it out for 2, and then we're going for 5 and 3, and 2 more. Here's 4, and out 1 more, and 5, and take it back down. So in addition to stretching out the leg, you're also working a little bit of the thigh muscles. You may have felt that in the thigh or in the hip. And if it's too much, then again, just sit farther back on the chair, because then more of the chair is supporting the back of the leg and you're not working quite as hard. So again, do whatever is safe for you. So we're going to do the same thing on the other leg, or modify if you felt that it was too much for you on that first leg. So bring your leg into whatever position is good for you. Extend the leg out and then bend, bringing it out for 2 and bend. Here's 3, 2 more coming up, taking it up for 4, and then last one, and 5, and bend, and bring that leg down. All right, so we are going to start with a little more lower body stretches. We're going to take it into that nice wide position, and be mindful again of the chairs, that if you rock forward, there's a little bit of a curve in the chair, so we don't want any mishaps here. So you're placing your hands in the inner thigh. You're going to spread the legs so that you're getting a stretch into the hip area. So we stretched the front of the hip when we were standing. Now we're stretching the inside of the hip. Now in this position, we're going to lean forward with a flat back. Don't curl your back like this. Keep it flat as you come down. You're going to be pressing into the thighs a little bit more if you can. So lower it down, feel that stretch, holding that position as best you can. Again, never force anything. You should never experience pain when you're stretching. A little bit mild tension is okay, but not pain. You're going to dip your right shoulder towards the floor, and you're looking towards the window. So looking out towards the window. And then coming back to the center. You're going to dip the left shoulder towards the floor, looking towards the wall with the clock. And coming back to the center and bringing yourself back up. So we're going to stretch out the back of the legs. We did a little bit of that while we were standing, but I always like to try to hit our muscles in a couple of different ways, just in case one way is not as good for particular individuals. So not every stretch is meant for everybody. So you're going to take your right leg, bringing it out to the side, leaning towards it, mindful of the chair. Keep your body as flat as you can. Don't drop the chin. You're either reaching towards your calf, your ankle, past your foot, wherever you get a good stretch. If you're more flexible, you will be reaching a little bit farther. Make sure you don't put any pressure on that straight leg that it's extended out. Don't lean on the knee in any way. And then you're going to slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to do a little bit of a glute stretch, the glute muscles. So by stretching that, you're either going to cross at the ankle. And again, if you have hip issues, be mindful of whatever is safe for you. You don't want to cause any problems with any hip issues or surgery or anything. Or you can take the ankle and put it in the center of the thigh if you are able to reach that position. Either way, the moves are going to be the same. So you're just pressing into the inner thigh, if that is safe for you. As you're doing that, you're going to start leaning forward. Again, make note of what am I doing and where am I feeling it? Imagine you have an apple under your chin, so your chin is not all the way down into your neck. If you're even more flexible and you want to get a deeper stretch safely, you can bring your arms over the leg. If that's not good for you, or if you feel it in your back, then don't do that. And if you are in this down position, place your hands on your shin or your calf. Use your arms to push yourself up so you don't use the lower back. And then you can take your left hand in the center of the right thigh, push into the thigh for leverage as you twist and look all the way over your right shoulder. And bring yourself back to the center. And you're going to rotate your ankle 5 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Now reverse for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're just safely going to bring that foot down, taking it to the other side. So you're going to extend that leg out straight. Your heel is down, your toes are up. Safely lean towards it. Don't put any pressure on that straight leg. Your back should be as flat as you can get it. You don't want to curl it. Reach towards your ankle, reach towards your toes, reach past your foot. Again, whatever is good for you. And then carefully, slowly bring yourself back up. You're going to cross either at the ankle, opening up the hip, or bring it in the center of the thigh, and whatever works best for you. Placing your hand in the center of your leg. Leaning forward with that flat back. Bringing the arms up and over if you are more flexible and you want that deeper stretch, as long as you don't feel anything in the lower back. And if your arms are up and over, place your hands on your shin or your calf. Use your arms to help you get up. Don't use your lower back. So now you're going to take that right hand in the center of the left thigh, press into the thigh as you look all the way over your left shoulder. And take it back to the center. We're going to rotate the ankle 5 times. Take it around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then reverse for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can bring that leg down. So you're going to keep your left leg forward. You're going to bring the right leg out to the right. And you're going to take it either bringing your arm up and over or just taking it over to the side. So take that right arm up and over if you can, reaching all the way, getting that nice stretch. And taking it up and over to the other side. And coming back up to the center. And now just switch. So keep that right leg forward, bring that left leg out to the side. And same thing, taking it left arm over to the right, getting that stretch. And coming up and over to the other side. And taking it back to the center and bringing the arms down. So while we were standing, when we brought our arms circled forward and we reached back and then we interlaced the fingers, we were opening up the chest muscles. We're going to do a little bit of a version of that where we're just going to reach for the back of the chair or just again, reach your hands back if that's not good for you. So just reach your hands back, open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If your body allows, if it's available to you, reach for the back of your chair and then just lean forward, using that chair for leverage as you're opening up the chest a little bit more. And just slowly releasing. So we're going to stretch out a little bit of the shoulder area. So whether you bring your arm down here or bring it out to the side, so down here, you're just going to bring it across body if that works for you, or you can bring it out to the side. So bring that right arm out to the right, bring it to the center, left hand palm up, take the left hand, reach for that right forearm and bring it slightly across your body if you can. And then you're going to bring that right arm out straight again. Place the left hand underneath the upper arm, bringing that arm all the way up if you can, and then just bending, reaching for your shoulder, pressing either from the front or if your body allows up and over, getting into a little bit of a side stretch. And bringing the body back up, releasing the arm. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So either reaching down or reaching out to the side, again, whatever's best to you. So now you're going to bring the arm in the center, taking that right hand, reaching for the forearm, and then just continuing it over, getting a stretch into the shoulder area. And you're going to take that arm out front, bringing that right hand underneath the upper arm, helping it all the way up if you can. Bend at the elbow, reach for your shoulder, either pressing from the front or if you are able, bringing it up and over. And taking it over to the side a little bit if you can. And bringing yourself up, bringing the arms down. And we're just going to bring the hands in front. So we inhale, you're going to place the hands up overhead or we're going to end up in the center of the chest. So get there any way that is appropriate for you. Inhale, bringing the hands up, palms touch overhead. Exhale as you come down to the center of the chest. Now just breathe normally, wide elbows if you can, otherwise place your elbows anywhere that's good for you. You're going to rotate your fingertips towards me, holding that position. And now bringing the fingertips up and over towards yourself, a little more awkward, so don't force it. Trying to keep a nice straight line from elbow to elbow. And again, bringing the fingertips up and over towards me. Up and over towards yourself. And now bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And you're just going to interlace your fingers. Flip your palms away from you and reach out front. So your palms are facing towards me. Just getting a nice stretch in the fingers. And slowly bringing them back in. All right, so we're going to stretch out individual hands. So you're going to take your right hand like you're saying stop. Take the left hand and gently pull back the fingers, getting the stretch in the underside of the forearm. That should feel really good. Again, mindful if you've had wrist surgery or anything like carpal tunnel. If you want a deeper stretch, turn the palm up and bring the fingers down. It's a lot more intense. If that's not for you, go back to the prior stretch. And then release the hand. So taking it to the other hand, like you're saying, stop. Gently pull the fingers back, get that wonderful stretch there. Feeling it into the hands, into the forearm. For that deeper stretch, palm is up, Gently bring the fingers down. And then just releasing the hand. So we're going to stretch out a little bit of the neck area. So be cautious or mindful if you've had neck issues. Take everything to the easiest level, or if you know something's not for you, then absolutely don't do it. So we're just going to keep the shoulders level, keep that chin level like you're sliding it on a shelf. You're going to look all the way over your right shoulder. And now come over to the left shoulder. We're going to start out a little bit quicker, just warming up the neck muscles. And again, taking it over to the right, over to the left, taking it back to the center. Now you're going to lower that right ear to the right shoulder. We're going to do that 3 times, taking it over and slowly come up and over and up. One more time, taking it over and up, over to the other side, taking it down and bring it up. And down for 2, and up one more time, taking it down for 3, and up. And from here, imagine you are sliding your chin in, getting that double chin. I know we don't want one, but get that double chin and then slide it back out. Try not to move the shoulders back and forth, just your head slides. So slide your chin in, reach it out, bring it in for 2, and out. We're going to go for 4. Bring it in for 3 and out. One more like this, taking it in for 4 and out. And then just bring your head back to its neutral, normal position. So now we're going to hold some of those stretches just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, now that we kind of warmed up our neck muscles. So you're going to keep your shoulders level, keep the chin level, look back over that right shoulder as far as you can. We're going to hold it there. These are very important, especially for being able to look over your shoulder while you're driving. You're not going to be doing these exercises, but you're going to be able to get into that position when needed to see if any cars are on your left side. Come back to the center. Now, without twisting your body, look all the way over that right shoulder. And come back to the center. Just be mindful, is your range of motion the same on one side as the other? Did one side feel a little bit stiffer? That's the side you would work on even more. Maybe hold that stretch a couple of extra seconds if you are working on that at home. So we're just going to try that again, but this time you're going to tap your chin down towards your collarbone. So look over the right shoulder, maybe not quite as far. And we're going to give 3 taps. So then drop your chin to your collarbone. And then come back up, and again, drop the chin down and up. One last time, drop the chin down and come up, taking it back to the center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So look all the way over that left shoulder. And then just drop your chin down and bring it up 2 more times. Lower the chin. Bring it back up 1 more time. Take it down and bring it up. And take it back to the center. So we're going to do some neck rolls. We are just going to take it to the side, rolling across, down and back, and come back to the center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. What I don't want you to do is be mindful. Don't ever bring your head all the way up and hold it there, because you are actually crimping the artery. And that kind of stops the flow of blood to the brain. So you never want to hold it back for too long. Stretch is okay, but don't hold anything in that back position too long. All right, so you're going to look all the way over that right shoulder again. Then you're just going to drop your chin, roll it across your chest from right to left. Then look back to the center, right to the center. Now look over the left shoulder. Drop your chin, roll it across the chest from left to right. And take it to the center. So now you're going to lower the right ear to the right shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you. Try not to lean the body. If you need a deeper stretch, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, take the right fingertips at that left temple and add a little bit of tension. Even deeper is to lower that left arm towards the floor. Again, don't do anything that might not be good for you. And for an even deeper stretch, you can try taking that left hand behind your back. If anything doesn't feel right, listen to your body. And then you can lower that left hand, remove that right hand, slowly bring your head back up. And now you're just going to lower that left ear to the left shoulder. Reaching that right hand to the floor, hand to the temple. Those two moves doesn't matter which way you do first. What matters more is the hand behind the back. So holding this position, if you want that deeper stretch, bring that hand behind the back. If that's not good for you, then stay where you are feeling the stretch that is safest for you. And then removing the hand from it's behind your back, remove the hand at the head. I'm going to bring my arms in front in a 90-degree angle. And I'm just going to tip my head a little bit, reach the fingertips to the crown of the head, and gently let the weight of the arms gently bring your head down. We're not yanking or tugging or pulling on the head, just letting that weight come down, getting a stretch in the back of the neck. Then releasing the fingertips, bringing the head all the way back up. So you're going to extend your right leg out straight, reaching the arms up, kind of leaning back a little bit, again, making sure you don't feel it in the lower back. And bringing the arms down. So I'm not bringing my head back, I'm kind of bringing my body back. So extend the other leg out, bringing the arms all the way up, and then just kind of reaching, leaning back a little bit, feeling a stretch in the abdominal area, all the way in the front here is what we're stretching. And bringing it back down. So we're just going to take it to some shoulder rolls, taking it back in front, and then we'll eventually bring ourselves down onto the mat. So bring the shoulders forward, up and around for 5, and around. Here's number 2, and 3, and 4, one more, and 5, and now change that direction and around for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. All right, so we're going to take it down to the mat. Those of you who are staying seated or staying, you can bring your legs out and bring the arms up. You can bring that leg over and taking it to the side, or bringing that leg in, doing the extensions that we did earlier. So those moves you can still do the best you can. So we're going to take it down to the mat. Having your strap or rope available. And extend your hands and feet, just reaching the arms up, reaching the legs out. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. And again, nice deep inhale and exhale. And then breathe normally. So you're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest, reaching the hands behind the thigh, or just bringing the hands behind the thigh, and you don't have to come up too high with it. We're going to do those extensions that we did earlier while we were seated. So if you're still seated, bring that leg up, straighten it out, and bend, and 2, and bend, and 3, and bend. And in this position, just rotate the ankle 3 times. That's 1, 2, 3. Reverse it for 1, 2, 3. And you're going to take that left hand on the outside of the right leg, or cross the leg over the way you did when you put the leg on the thigh or at the ankle. And just bringing that leg over. You're going to turn your head to look away from that leg in the opposite direction. So if you're on the mat, you can try extending that right arm out to the side, turning your head to look towards that right hand. and taking it back to the center. And bringing that leg back to where it is. If you're on the mat, it's straight out. If you're in the chair, it's just bent, matching the other. So now take that left knee into the chest, hands behind the thigh or whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to go for those 3 extensions, bringing it all the way up and down and 2 and down, 1 more and 3 and down, taking it with the 3 rotations of the ankle for 1, 2, 3, reverse it, opposite direction for 1, 2, 3, and bringing that leg over to what you just did on the other side. And if you're able to extend that left arm out, turning your head to look to the left hand. And bringing yourself back to the center. And you're going to lower that foot towards the mat if you're on the mat, or lower the foot to the floor if you're in the chair. And we're going to take our strap or rope. You're going to bring your right knee in, taking it under the bottom of the foot and reaching it out. So you can still hold that leg if you're in the chair behind the back of the thigh and straighten that leg out in an extension. If you're on the mat, you're bringing your foot up towards the ceiling. Don't try to do that if you're in a chair. And in this position, you're just going to flex your foot. You can do that whether you're in the chair or on the mat. If you're on the mat and you're using the strap, you can deepen that flex with the strap. And then straighten the foot. So you're pointing your toes. And flex your foot. And straighten your foot. And neutral position. And then you can try crossing the ankle either in the center of the thigh or at the ankle like you did earlier, seated in the chair. You can place your right hand in the right inner thigh, push the leg away. Again, we did this earlier in the chair, it's just a different variation. And then you can ease up on that inner thigh. If you are seated in a chair, you're going to lower your body down towards your legs. If you're on the mat, you're going to bring your legs up towards your body, reaching for the shin or the back of the other thigh, hugging it in. And releasing that leg, slowly lowering that left foot to the mat or the floor, right foot to the floor. You're going to take your strap and take it onto the other side. Extending that leg out. Flexing your foot. And if you're on the mat, you can reach your foot up towards the ceiling. Again, don't do that on the chair. Just try to extend that leg out straight if you can with a flexed foot. And then you're just going to straighten out that foot from the ankle and try flexing the foot. And just straightening the foot and flexing. And then try placing the ankle in the center of the thigh like you did earlier in the chair. So you're just crossing it over or cross at the ankle. You're going to place the left hand on the left inner thigh, push that leg away, opening up your hip area. And then just keep your legs in this position, ease up on the inner thigh. If you are in the chair, you're going to be lowering your torso down towards your legs. If you're on the mat, you're going to bring your legs towards your torso, either reaching for the shin and calf or reaching behind the back of that right thigh, whichever way works best for you. And then releasing the leg, slowly letting that right foot come down to the mat, left foot come down to the mat. And we're just going to carefully bring ourselves up to a standing position. So make sure you don't come up too quickly. Sometimes you get lightheaded if you pop right up. And we're just bringing our hands forward. You're gonna bring the hands all the way up towards the sky or palms face each other. And then just turn the palms away, taking them all the way down. And again, bringing them all the way up, the palms will face each other. Now in this position, you're gonna drop the elbows down, bring the elbows in towards your side, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lower the hands down. We're gonna do that again, just bringing the hands up towards the ceiling, the palms face each other. Exhale as you turn the palms forward now, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Elbows come down in towards your body and then lower the hands down. We're going to try that one more time, bringing them all the way up with the palms facing each other. Turning the palms away, facing towards the front. Elbows come down into the sides, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bringing the arms all the way down. And you're just going to bring that right arm up towards the sky as you're reaching the left hand towards the floor, taking it all the way over. And slowly come down, elbow leaning down. Same thing on the other side. So now that left arm comes up, reaching it all the way over. And slowly bringing it down. One more time each side, taking that right arm up, bending over to the left. And slowly coming down, taking it to the other side. Left arm up and over. And taking it all the way down. And we're just going to take it into, you may want to have your chair nearby. We're going to take it into what's called a chest expansion. We'll do one arm at a time. So you're going to press back with your right arm as you lift your heels up. So press it back, lift the heels. And in this position, you're going to look towards the right, look towards the left, look towards the center, and then lower everything down. We're going to go 2 more times like that. Lift the heels, press it back, inhale. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, look to the center. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, look to the center. Breathe normally as you come down. Let's go for one more time. Press and lift. Breathe any way that is good for you. Look right. Look left. Look center. And take it down. So now you're going to press the other arm back. So press and lift, holding on or not, go to the other side of your chair if you need to. So this time you're going to look to the left, look to the right, look to the center, and lower down. We're going to go 2 more times. So press with that left hand and lift, look to the left, look to the right, look to the center, and take it down. I'll add the breathing to this one. So press and lift as you inhale. Exhale, look left. Inhale, right. Exhale, center, lower, and just breathe normally. So our last thing to do, we're going to put the heels closer together. The toes are out. We're going to take it into a nice deep inhale. As we inhale, the heels will lift, the arms will lift, and the eyes will look up to the ceiling, but we're not going to lift the chin up, just the eyes. So we're just stretching out our eye muscles here. So nice deep inhale, lift the heels, lift the hands, eyes up to the sky. Exhale, press it away. The heels come down, the eyes look to the ground, the hands come down. And again, lift it up, heels up, eyes up. And taking it all the way down. All right, my diehards here, thank you for joining me, those in Zoom land as well, and have a good rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend and take care. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.